Chapter 1, Why We Struggle. I love Christians. I've given my adult life to helping people find Jesus and the life he promises. Yes, it is true that you can find Christians who aren't very pleasant and don't represent Jesus well. You can find poor examples in every walk of life. However, my experience has been that most Christians are sincere people who do want to follow Jesus well. Our churches are filled with discouraged and disappointed Christians. They are not looking to make excuses for bad behavior. They are good people. I care about them deeply. I want them to find a life that eludes them. They have trouble trusting God. They spend far too much time in the dark with their shame and guilt. They feel like they will never measure up for God and often feel like Christian losers. But why? If we truly believe what we say we believe, why do we struggle? Maybe you identify with this. Your life as a follower of Jesus isn't what you long for it to be. You sincerely try, but you just can't seem to get where you want to go. You're not alone. Many feel this way. There may be many reasons for these difficulties. People are complex, and life can be confusing and complicated. I am not offering a simple formula for all your problems. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. However, over the years, I have learned very often when you sort through the mess, there is a foundational problem. People crumble over time because of a messed-up view of God. Everyone has a view of God, no exception. When your view of God does not align with reality, there will be struggle. To use the words of Jesus, building your life on a faulty view of God is like building your house on the sand. It's going to come crashing down, usually in a storm. There is always a correlation between what you believe and how you live. How you live reflects what you believe is true. We're not talking about right answers on a Bible quiz or knowing the right things to say at church. We're talking about what you really believe at the deepest level of your being. It's common for Christians to say they believe one thing, but to live in a way that's inconsistent with that belief system. This is why I've concluded that many Christians don't really believe what we say we believe. If we did, our lives would be different. Again, there may be various reasons for this, but at the core is often a faulty view of God. Think of it this way. If we had an accurate view of God, wouldn't we be compelled to worship, follow, trust, and serve Him? Wouldn't we delight in Him? Wouldn't we generously give to Him of our time and money? Wouldn't the joy of the Lord be evident in our lives, no matter what the circumstances? Wouldn't we experience the abundant life Jesus offers? So why don't we? Our view of God impacts everything we do. We may believe we are sincerely doing the right things for God, but what we don't realize is that our view of Him has skewed our perspective. Take, for example, Saul of Tarsus. He was highly religious and zealous for the cause of God. He didn't lack heart, but he did lack a right view of God, His grace, and His plan to send a Savior. It was his encounter with Jesus that led Saul to a right view of God and His grace. His corrected view of God led to a significant life change. Over the years, I've seen a familiar pattern in which frustrated Christians get excited about the latest church program or spiritual method only to be disappointed again. It's a bit like repainting the exterior of the house, putting in new windows and remodeling the kitchen, hoping to compensate for the fact that the foundation is bad. It looks good for a while, but the real problem remains. From where? If everyone has a view of God, and they do, where does that view of God come from?